Hi, my name's Joe Peterson, and the business that I would like to start is called Ceresco Hardware. And the reasons I would like to start this business is because the town used to have a store, but it closed about 10 years ago because the owner got too old to run it anymore. And Ceresco is a farm community, and they used to use this hardware store quite a bit, and I think that they would like to have it back because the nearest hardware store is at least 15 miles away. So I think it would really benefit a lot of the people in the town to open a hardware store back up. First thing that I'll talk to you about are the startup costs involved with this business. Um, the first year there will be a lot of things that I'll need to buy to get the business going, but after that I think that I'll have a lot of the things I need to go for a long time, so I really won't have to stick much into the business after the first year or two. Um, Here I have for the first year the total startup cost being $100,316. Some of the major things here that I'll be buying is I hope to get a tire machine that can change both car tires and ag tires, that's possibly used, and hopefully it's only around $5,000. Um, some of the other, I'll talk about the building payment here next, but the inventory, you can see the sources of the products that I'll be buying, and down here at the bottom is how much I plan to spend on inventory is $34,755. A few other things that I plan to save for this business. I hope to have $15,000 capital reserve. I figure there'll probably be some attorney fees that I need to do to set up my business, so I have $1,000 projected for that. My supply cost of shipping should be about $1,000 every year to bring in more inventory. Hopefully it'll be a little less if I retain some inventory over each year. Software and technology, I figure I'll probably need a program for the computer to figure my inventory, so I have about $100 set aside for that. $300 for a website I hope to make for the company. Office supplies, staplers, pens, that sort of thing. And then shelving and hangers and racks, about $600 for that stuff, and once I buy that, then I have it forever. The next thing that I'll talk to you about here is my loan amortization schedule. I plan on the building costing about $100,000. After talking to our local bank lender, he said that about 30% is what he would like to see for a down payment on stuff like this. So I figured $30,000 will be my down payment, and I'll try to pay off the rest of the balance over 20 years. So each year I'll have about $5,000 payment. Here we're looking at the product pricing for my inventory. On the left is the store price that I would like to sell the product at that price. The next column, wholesale price, is what I'm buying the product for. Profit that I make, the difference between the two. Quantity bought, so on cable ties here I have an opportunity to make $202.50, and at the bottom I have it calculated here. of, I plan to make $27,779 profit. 61,000 is going to be my gross sale, and 33,851 will be the exact amount in this example of my cost of inventory. Here is my employee payroll information. I plan to only have one employee. I don't think that, at least at first, I can really afford to employ anybody more than that. I plan on paying them $8 an hour for working 40 hours a week to just help people and check products out for them. I hope to cover any work that needs to be done myself, and my pay will eventually be the profits of the business, but for quite a while, any money that's probably left over will go towards paying the loan off on the building. On this screen you can see my depreciation schedule. The two major things that I have depreciating will be the tire machine and the building. The tire machine will probably have a life of 3 years, and building, I'm hoping 20 years. So each year it's going to be $6,667 until that fourth year, which on my income statement you'll see the change in my depreciation there as well on my calculations for my income at the end of the year and how that affects it as well. So here's my income statement, and the most important thing I guess I would like to show you in this is in the first year that it shows that I am going to be at a loss of $16,000, but because I have depreciation calculated in there as a loss also, so I'm really only losing about $10,000, and this is mostly because that first year is going to be pretty tough covering all the expenses of starting the company. By the next year I still have a loss. It shows $8,000, so it's really about $2,000, maybe even a little less than that. But by the third year, even though I'm still showing a loss, I should be getting positive in the amount of money that I'm pulling in, and by the fifth year I plan to make up for those losses in the first 2 years, as it shows here. Here is my statement of cash flows. So when I figured my cash flows, I planned on 75% of my sales for the year being in cash and 25% being in accounts receivable. So this kind of the same way as my income statement does, shows that I have a decrease in cash pretty large in the first year, $31,000, and in the second year only $8,000, so that goes down quite a bit. And in the third year, because I'm not getting all of the cash right away that I actually did sell, it shows that it's negative, but in total, in sales for that year, it actually would be going positive, and from there on out my cash flows begin to get more positive. And so I hope that business will start gaining money here by around 2017, after getting through those kind of two first tough years of covering the expenses. Here I have my ratios for the business. Most of these show that the first year doesn't look really good, but as the years are going on, the business gets a lot better. So especially like with my current ratio, my quick ratio, the big thing that I wanted to show here is that my quick ratio does improve along with my current ratio, which shows that it's not just being inflated by inventory and that it is improving. Here on my balance sheet, the important thing to notice is my inventory. I plan on increasing my inventory each year, so that's going to help the business. Hopefully I'm moving enough product, and that'll help it start to make it. One thing that I thought that's going to throw it off is the depreciation. The building won't truly be worth nothing in 20 years, so I think that that I'll be better off than the balance sheet shows here, because of the sales that I'll be making, and that my assets will still be worth quite a bit. The final thing I'd like to show you is my break-even analysis. As I kind of showed, the first year it's going to be tough because there's a lot of costs for the year. I figured this is kind of the best way to figure is by year because I have so much inventory. It's kind of difficult to just take all each product individually, so I figured my total inventory and the total profit that I'm hoping to make off of it. So in the first year, it's pretty tough because I need to make 140% profit on the products sold, but I'd like to keep my products pretty reasonable, so I'll really make 64% profit off of those. But as time goes on, by 2017, by the amount of inventory that I'll buy, I'll only need to make 82% on profit on the products sold, and that's what I plan on making that year. And from there on out, I'll be making more profit than what I need. And as long as I'm able to increase my inventory, I think my business will continue to grow larger and do better. In conclusion of my presentation, after going through all these numbers, kind of decided this business is going to be kind of difficult to operate because I need to keep a lot of product moving each year. After working through this plan, I realized I may need something more to supplement this business, especially starting out those first few years. So I'd like to have reasonable prices for my products. So if I could find products maybe cheaper through different sources, I could get a larger profit margin as well. So thank you.